What is up, Earthlings? Zuby here. I think this is the first time I've really sat down in about a week. I'm moving, hence the really super boring background behind me, but it's going to be cool, I promise. I'm excited. I do have a full moon report for you today. If you're interested in a personal reading, tarot, or astrology, my information is down below. So this full moon is in Aries. So we have the sun in Libra and we have the moon in Aries. Full moons on the Libra Aries axis is what it's called because they're directly across from one another. Libra is about of or relating to other people, finding balance, and Aries is I like to think of the higher aspect of selfishness, right? That fire and passion for ourselves, the healthy expression of the ego. But whenever there's a full moon along these lines, it's trying to find a balance or in relationships. Now, full moons are manifestation points, coming to the completion of a cycle, letting go of things that are not working out, right? So that is likely going to have to do in some way with relationships. It is going to have to, it will be influenced in each person's chart, obviously differently. It's majorly fucking with me, but in a good way. I'm smiling about it. So there's, what's going to figure into this full moon is, do I say this now or do I say it after? Okay, first I'm going to say we are likely feeling passionate about things that we believe, things that we want to do, things even about our relationships, and whether or not that is going well or not going well is going to figure highly into these next few days. This full moon is squaring Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is about control and power, real transformation, sometimes difficult transformation. And a square is a tough energy. It's almost like a fight, and there could be like a winner or a loser. Why am I seeing a pimple pop? Like, thanks, guys. But it's like that, like it might hurt and, it's kind of red afterwards, but you could feel better that it's not all like under your skin, So that's really funny. Okay, I'm distracted now because of that. Okay, so the full moon is ruled by Mars this cycle. Mars isn't exactly happy. The sun is not exactly happy. Libra is not either of their favorite places to be, okay? So what this feels like to me is frustration, particularly if we're not getting along with or agreeing with others, right? But there's something about the moon being in Aries, that's where our emotions are. And that's an indicator. It is okay to be selfish. It's pretty imperative, actually. We're told it's not, but if you aren't selfish, then that's how we create all of these weird, abstract, unwritten contracts, codependency, expectations, and then nobody's making anybody else happy. But what's really happening is that we're not happy because we're not fucking taking care of ourselves. That's what I'm trying to say. And I feel like that's what Pluto squaring this full moon is going to have us looking at, right? It is our job to make us happy. It is other people's job to make them happy. Yeah, and Pluto is subconscious thoughts. Like that's not the way that things have always worked, but there is a shift that's going on now. So there's that going on. We also have Mars and the sun are in trine to Jupiter, and the moon is in trine to Jupiter. Jupiter just turned direct Monday. So Jupiter is a benefic that, you know, the energy is good. That's expansion, understanding, good things happening. And so that's lending support to this full moon. Okay. So what that feels like to me is if we can find the people that we jive with, or find ourselves jiving with people. Like this isn't necessarily about butting heads against people, although you could do that if you're interested in doing that. But I've been doing something in the morning, and I started it because I heard about it from Kyle Cease, whom I love, but I can't remember the name of it. So every morning for just like 3 days, I've been getting up and I go through my day ahead of me. Like it's already happened. You know, I say all the wonderful things that want to happen, that I want to happen or accomplish or whatever. And I've had a really crazy week, and it's worked out. But I want to tell you something in particular, because what I just kind of went with it. You got to feel it in your heart, like really bring yourself like into the emotion of how awesome this day is going to be and what kinds of things are going to happen. And out of nowhere, one of the things that I said is everybody I run into is super nice to me, and we have a, you know, pleasant conversation. Well, I went to Walmart this morning, and I swear to God, every single person I made eye contact with was like, hey, how are you? You know, like really friendly. And it felt good to go out in the world, you know. And it was just wild because that was the specific intention I set for that day. Anyway, that was just one thing. I did want to look and see if whoops, what else is going on here? Okay, so I'll make sure. Yeah, those are going to be the major players. We have Mercury out of retrograde, but it's in opposition to Chiron in Aries. Chiron in Aries wants us to feel safe and secure, fulfilling our own needs. Okay, like, is it okay to take care of me? Is it okay to be who I am? And that's really what Chiron and Aries wants. And Mercury is over in Libra, where it's just finished a retrograde. Now it's going direct. So it has been learning for the past 3 weeks about our relationships, and, you know, other people, and fairness and balance. So it's like Mercury is moving forward now. Think of something that you might have learned about relating to other people since Mercury went into retrograde a few weeks ago. And there could be a healing quality to this, you know, as far as Chiron and Aries, like maybe you've really wrapped your head around something that, like, it is okay to compromise on, but we're not going to compromise here. You know, I actually did that specifically in the past couple weeks. I was like, well, you know, I'm okay to do this, but this does not serve me. So it was kind of finding that point on a scale where it's like, where I feel okay, because I need to feel okay in order, when I'm happy, it's nobody else's job to do it, you know? So then other people are free to make themselves happy because they don't feel obligated to me. That's how I roll. But Anyway, I am hoping to get back into the swing of things. Like I said, I just moved to a new apartment and I've been running around like crazy, but I can handle it. It's the new way that I'm going to answer when people ask me, how are you? I'm going to say, I can handle it instead of saying good, because I always just say good. Anyway, I hope you are having a great day on Earth, and peace. Namaste.